everyone and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, the bike is in the work stand, and that is because I'm going to be converting my wheels to tubeless. You might have seen not long ago I put a video up of me changing these wheels from the Halo Vortex to the Ridgelines, and they actually come tubeless ready, so I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to give it a go and see how I get on changing these wheels. I actually spent the whole of yesterday looking at YouTube videos on how to do this, and Halo also have some videos and tips as well on how to change the wheels to tubeless using their products. So I was looking at that all of yesterday, and I've never done it before, so let's see how we get on. So before we start the conversion, I just wanted to go through a few advantages of changing your wheels to tubeless, and one of them is that it saves weight, which actually with an e-bike probably doesn't matter so much, but if you've got a dirt jumper then it definitely will help save weight if that's what you're looking to do, because you don't need an inner tube, and actually when you're riding along that weight is times by 3 because of the rotation of the wheel. Another advantage is that the tubeless sealant fills holes of up to 6mm, so if you're going through like a rock garden or something like that, or you get a puncture, then that hole will be filled straight away, so you don't need the faff of changing an inner tube. So let's get into showing you guys what you need to convert your wheels. So what you will need to convert your wheels is a pump. I've got the Joe Blow one. It's got a gauge on the bottom as well, so you can see how much PSI you're putting in. But another good thing to have as well is one of those air compressors. They basically fill up with air and it dumps all the air in at once. That's probably the best thing to have, but I don't have one of them, so a Joe Blow pump will do. I've got some Halo rim tape. So these wheels actually have the tape in them already, they're tubeless ready, but the Chaos ones I don't think have the tape in, so when I go to change those ones I will definitely need some Halo rim tape. I've also got my tyre levers as well. It helps to get the tyre off and obviously back on again, so they come in handy. Obviously the Halo Fibertech tubeless sealant. This stuff is going to be great. It's basically what you need to do your tubeless anyway. It's one of the main ingredients. It says on here that it fills holes of up to 6mm and is suitable for all tubeless applications, so it's a good all-rounder. It's got on the bottle as well the instructions, so you know how much to put in, and a little gauge as well, so you can see how much you're putting in when you're doing it. So perfect. It's got the little applicator on the top as well, so it makes life easier. And also finally I've got the Halo wheels tubeless valves. So basically these come in different sizes. Go onto the website and it will tell you what sizes are available and also what sizes are best for the rims you've got. Okay, so the first step in this whole process is I'm going to take the old wheels, not the old wheels, like the ones that have got the tubes in, out of the bike and put them down in my work zone. Okay, both wheels are out, so let's let the air out now. Right, so I've taken both wheels out of the bike, and I've actually already done the front wheel because I wanted to just see if it would actually work before I filmed the whole video, and it was a success. So I'm going to put the front wheel back in the bike and then I'll show you guys what I done with the back wheel. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is take the air out of the back wheel. So you find the valve and then you just let the air out. Just like that. So now the air is all out of your tyre, I have just hooked on one of my tyre levers, just like that, onto the spoke, and I'm going to pop the tyre off this side of the rim. So get another tyre lever, hook that underneath as much as you can, that's it, and then bring it out and hook it on. Just like that. There we go, that's one out. And then now it should all completely just come off the rim. Just like that. So now what I'm going to do is take the inner tube out, and then we'll put the new valve in. That's it. And out. And as you can see, there's some blue tape in there, and that means that these are tubeless ready, which is perfect. So now we've got the valves, and this is the Halo Wheels 44mm valve, and I'll show you up close what this looks like. And I'm going to take all the bits off of it like this, and the little rubber thing as well comes off too, and then you poke the valve in just like that, and then the rubber ring goes on the outside because it keeps the seal and the air all in. The little washer then goes on, so you put your thumb on the inside of the valve so it's really tight to the rim. Perfect. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the tyre back on the rim and pump some air in. Okay, so just popping the tyre back on the rim. There we go, so that's on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump up with nothing in it at all, and then see if it's nice and tight, and then we'll put the tubeless sealant in. So I've got me pump, popping the thingy on, and now we pump. So now that I know the air definitely goes in, I'm going to take the core of the tubeless valve out, and it's so simple because actually part of the valve is the tool that you need to take the middle bit out. So I'm going to do that right now, obviously being careful not for it to shoot out because there's air in here. So the air's obviously coming out, which is expected. So next step is the tubeless sealant. So obviously I've used half of this already, so the other half is for this wheel. It says on the bottle for 27.5 you use about 100ml, so I'm going to do that right now. Putting the bottle on at 12 o'clock, just like this, and then turn it upside down so it's like that, and then you just squeeze in the sealant. Once you think you've got enough in there, I'm going to turn it to 90 degrees and take the bottle out, but then once I've taken the bottle out, I'm going to turn it back down so the valve is at the bottom, so none of the tubeless comes out, and then you put the internal bit back in. Right, so that's all in, and I'm now going to turn the wheel all the way round like a steering wheel to get the tubeless sealant round, and then it's time to pump it up. Okay, the moment of truth, let's do it. Yes, that was the pop, that's what you want to hear, so you definitely 100% know the bead is on and the air is going in. Okay, right, job done. You put the dust cap back on the valve, and then you're sweet. You can go out MTBing. So both wheels are back in the bike now, and just to recap quickly, what I done was I dropped the wheels out of the bike. I then deflated them so that there was no air at all in the inner tubes. I took one side of the bead off of the rim and pulled the tube out, and then what I done was I inserted the tubeless valves. I took the rubber bit off and all of the other bits that was on the valves off, and then the rubber circle goes on the outside as well as the little washer. I then put the bead back on the rim, blew it up a little bit so I knew that there was air that could go in. I then took the core out of the tubeless valve, put in the sealant, and then pumped it back up again. So there we go, that is my tubeless conversion. I hope that it's inspired some of you guys at home to convert your wheels to tubeless as well, and give bike mechanics a go. Like, it's not the easiest thing, I've never been brilliant at it and I'm still learning, so I hope you guys have learned alongside me as well today. A massive thank you to Halo for sending me the tubeless conversion kit. And also, another advantage of tubeless that I forgot to mention at the start of the video is the fact that you can run lower pressures with tubeless sealant. It means that you can go down routes with more grip and all things like that, so it's perfect for downhilling. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, leave some comments below, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!